What's up guys, it's Matic here. Upon viewing this video, I know that this video alone may differ from the other content on my channel. I normally focus on gaming related news, but I want to experiment with the idea of diverting my videos into both anime and video games. Just like how I was doing when I first started my channel. I hope that nothing will get monetized through the time of posting this video, and also if you guys can make it through this video, please remember to share, like this video, and also it will help a lot if you subscribe to my channel, and I will highly appreciate it. Now let's flashback a little bit through my early days of watching anime. Gonna tell a little bit of a story before I really bring up my main point. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have started watching or was introduced to anime through Toonami. Toonami was a programming block in Cartoon Network that aired anime and action cartoons. Big examples of anime that would air on this block would be Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Gundam, Naruto, and the list goes on. As I got older, my taste in anime started to grow. I wanted to expand my catalog of animes by watching different types of animes that weren't just airing on Toonami. This is when I discovered Anime Network on Demand. Now for the people who know, will know what it is. But for the people who don't know what it is a subscription-based video-on-demand service that provided access to a wide variety of anime series. This is where I discovered animes such as Elfen Lied, Clannad, Get Backers, Angel Beats, and so much more. Mind you, all these animes were all dubbed at the time, so I was still watching anime and dub before scattering the internet and finally finding the appropriate way to watch anime, which was watching it how it was actually aired on Japanese television with Japanese voices. They would later add English subtitles after an episode was released that same day when you were watching it online. And at least till this day, this still remains as a traditional way to watch anime unless you don't want to read subtitles and actually know Japanese. One of the first animes I watched sub was early on the YouTube days. It was Gurren Lagann, which happens to be one of my favorite animes of all time due to that simple connection and story of being one of the first animes I picked up watching subbed. I binge watched all the eps that were available on YouTube. I believe it was only available till episode 8 or episode 9 before I had to watch the rest of the episodes through another source. Mind you, this was before heavy monetization was even a thing on YouTube, so many anime episodes were being uploaded on YouTube like nothing. Something that really pulled me into Gurren Lagann, whether it was just the characters, the action sequences, the animation, Kamina pulling himself as the super cool big brother, and Simon being inspired by him, it just felt a little relatable as me, myself, and the littlest brother out of the two brothers that I have. The story progression throughout the episodes on how Simon really has to pick himself up from Kamina's shoes, I won't spoil anything, but for anybody who's watched Gurren Lagann knows exactly what I'm talking about. There's so much I can talk about with Gurren Lagann, but I'll leave that for another time. Now, before the viewers think that I'm like a super boomer or something like that, just to give a timeline of how old I was around this time. So Gurren Lagann aired in 2007, so I was technically in middle school entering my early high school days during this time. Through exploring the internet more and starting to make connections with anime friends through anime sites, they gave me recommendations of where to watch anime. I was always suspicious of which websites to watch animes due to the fear of pop-ups and viruses since I was using my main household computer in the living room, but at long last I found a new home to watch anime. That one site was called AniLeaks.com. Rest in peace to AniLeaks.com. For anyone who remembers this website, you are the true GOATs. This was my new go-to anime website whenever I wanted to watch anime. I think I've watched most of my countless animes on this website, from 7 Deadly Sins, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Soul Eater, K-Project, Steins;Gate, and that's just little examples of some of the hundreds that I've watched on this website. This was at a time when you watched anime and the Japanese date and time would appear on the lower corner of the episode. The only time I was able to watch anime was on the weekends. I would wake up as early as possible to get down from my bunk bed, run to the computer, grab my headphones, and lock in, since I felt a little bit more comfortable watching it when my household was asleep. And looking back with the access I had to animelinks.com, I was heavily invested into watching any anime from any genre if it appeared interesting to me through its thumbnail and description. Alright, let's take a breather for a second. Let's take a moment to consider everything that I just went through, whether it's Toonami, animelinks.com, Anime Network on Demand, and let's fast forward to today's world. Let's fast forward to the 2020s where anime is at its peak as far as its popularity. Anime is everywhere. I mean almost everywhere. Anime conventions are overpriced, full of crowds. Clothing brands are adding anime collaborations to its brand. Famous actors / celebrities are rocking with anime like it's just a normal thing. Yeah, I can go on about how anime is just a normal thing to society now, which to me, it's a little weird. I don't want to sound like a gatekeeper, but where was all that energy when I was growing up? Through being raised in NYC, there were more people who was heavily invested into hip-hop culture, fashion, and sneakers. You were looked down upon if you liked anime. You only had a few selected crowd who really watch anime who can relate to you, but it was such a niche crowd, almost rare to find that one person that watches anime. But as the popularity grew, I feel like my interest in anime has partly shifted away. I can't say my interest in anime has completely shifted away because I do still keep up with animes here and there, but there's one problem with the anime market right now. Since anime is so booming in the pop culture market, everyone wants to get their hands on any new upcoming hot anime that's going to be streaming on their platform. You see, since subscription-based streaming services have become a big thing, there's too many options on where to watch your new upcoming anime from. Crunchyroll being at number 1, since Crunchyroll is exclusively for anime. But let's go outside the box. Remember when I said that everyone wants to get their hands on the new upcoming anime? Okay, let's further go into that. Let's look at Hulu for instance. If I want to watch Undead Unluck or Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, I would then have to buy a subscription for Hulu just to watch those animes since it's available exclusively on Hulu. That's $7.99 with ads and $17.99 with no ads. Now let's look at Netflix. Since Netflix is a big factor into lunging their thirst into the anime industry, if I want to watch animes like The New Kinnikuman, Komi Can't Communicate, Beastars, Delicious in Dungeon, and I hear that Sakamoto Days is also coming exclusively to stream on Netflix, I would then have to pay $15.49 with no ads a month to watch these animes. And alone, if you watch anime, you're obviously paying for Crunchyroll, so that's $9.99 a month. Now let's do the math. Put this all together and that's $43.47 a month just for each subscription if you really want the best experience to watch anime. Now I know that people still have their variety of places to watch anime for free through websites or apps that they still use to watch anime, but I feel like since all of these animes are available on all these major streaming platforms, I feel like watching anime on these websites have lost its uniqueness. Maybe that's just me, but everyone has their own preference on how to watch anime. But now, as I grew older, I prefer to watch anime on TV through apps like Crunchyroll since it's just a simple click and watch. I don't have to worry about pop-ups, I don't have to worry about clicking on the next episode or putting it on big full screen. No, because Crunchyroll does that all for me, or even Netflix, or even Hulu. It makes watching anime more simplistic. But it also makes watching anime more expensive from the points that I brought up earlier. Again, this is just more of a me thing, and maybe some people might be able to relate, but I don't want to pay for all of these streaming services just to watch the animes that I want to watch. I wish that all the animes were available on just one platform. There was a time when all the hot upcoming animes were only available on Crunchyroll, and that's exactly why I've been paying for Crunchyroll for the longest. Before I was using the Funimation app to watch varieties of animes that weren't available on Crunchyroll, but now that Crunchyroll owns Funimation, everything that was available on Funimation, including classic animes, are now on Crunchyroll. There's also High Dive, which is the cheapest option to watch animes. Most of the animes that are on High Dive are not available on Crunchyroll. It reminds me most of the Anime Network on Demand with their catalog selection of animes. Now, it's like when a certain new anime will get announced and the news will be that it will be streaming on this platform exclusively. It's like, damn, I was interested in watching this, but since it's not gonna stream on the platform that I'm paying for, I'm probably not even gonna watch it. In order to watch these animes, I will now have to pay for that subscription-based service, or I would have to go outside the box, which would be going on a website. This is literally one of the main reasons why I shifted away from watching anime. It's due to its availability. Yes, there's ways to watch anime outside of the streaming services, but it's also hard to kind of keep up with all this new upcoming anime that's coming up. I'm not sure if it's just me that's getting older or I just can't keep up with anime anymore, but yeah, that's just how I feel, you know. These are just my thoughts, and I definitely want to know what you guys think as well. And if you got this far into the video, I really appreciate it, and please remember to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. Share this video as well if you can. I tried my hardest to edit it and everything else, so please do me a favor and do all the above. I will highly appreciate it. My name is Sam Matic, and I'll see you guys in the next video.